There's a payment worth up to £300 that could land in your account this winter. And there's one date, just weeks away, that decides whether you get it. That date is the 27th of September. Here's what catches people out. If you fall into a certain group and do nothing before that date, you don't get a smaller payment, and you don't get it late. You get nothing. Gone, for this winter, completely. Hey, welcome back to Pension and Benefits Guide, the channel where we break down pensions, benefits, and cost of living rules in plain English, no jargon, no confusion. If you're already unsure what's going on with the winter fuel payment this year, that's not your fault. It's been changed, reversed, and changed again over the last couple of years. First taken away from millions of pensioners, then brought back, then a new income rule added on top. So if you don't know where you stand, you're in good company. That's why we're making this video. By the end, you'll know who gets this automatically, how much to expect, and which group must take action before the September deadline or risk losing the money completely. The winter fuel payment is a one-off, tax-free payment from the government, designed to help older people cope with heating costs through winter. It's not a loan, you never pay it back. For anyone on a fixed income while energy prices climb, it's real, meaningful help. For years, every pensioner household got this automatically, no claim, no form. Then the government restricted it, so only those on pension credit or certain other benefits could get it. Millions who'd always received it were cut off overnight, there was uproar, and the rules were partly reversed. This winter, we're in a middle ground. More pensioners qualify than during that restricted period, but there's a new twist, an income limit, with higher earners having the money clawed back. Here's the single most important thing in this video. Your eligibility is decided by one specific week, the 21st to the 27th of September. The government calls this the qualifying week, and it works like a photograph. Whatever your situation is during that week, your age, where you live, which benefits you receive, that's the snapshot used to decide whether you get paid and how much. So the 27th isn't a random cutoff, it's the final day that locks in your entitlement for the whole winter. If something isn't sorted during that week, the photograph gets taken with you standing outside the frame, and once that week passes, there's no going back. There's a second reason this date matters, your date of birth. You generally need to have been born on or before the 27th of June, 1960 to qualify this winter. If your birthday falls after that, you may not have reached state pension age in time, and could miss out entirely. Are you someone who gets this automatically, or someone who has to act? Here's the reassuring part. For most pensioners, you don't need to do anything. The payment arrives automatically, usually in November or December, into the same account your state pension goes into. If you were born on or before the 27th of June, 1960, normally live in England, Wales, or Northern Ireland, and already receive your state pension, this is handled for you. A letter usually arrives in October or November confirming your amount, and the payment follows shortly after. How much should you expect? Under 80, you'll generally receive £200. If you're 80 or over, born before the 28th of September, 1946, you'll get £300. There are a few exceptions, such as living in a care home, or where only one partner in a couple claims a joint benefit. But for most households, it's a straightforward £200 or £300. But the most important part is coming up, because there's a group for whom this payment isn't automatic. If you assume it'll just turn up like it always has, it won't. This is where people lose out on money they were entitled to, simply because nobody told them they had to ask for it. There are two groups who won't be paid automatically. Group 1, anyone eligible who's never received this payment before, typically people who've only recently reached state pension age, or whose circumstances have changed. The money won't simply appear, you have to actively claim it. Group 2, anyone who has deferred their state pension. If you chose to delay taking it and aren't currently drawing it, the automatic payment may not reach you. You can be fully entitled, but because you're not drawing your pension, you fall through the gap, and you'll need to claim manually. So how do you take action? It's simple, and costs nothing but a phone call. There's a dedicated winter fuel payment center you can contact to make a claim or request a form, and claims can be made from the September qualifying week onwards. Don't assume it'll sort itself out. A short phone call could be worth £300. Quick favor, if you're finding this useful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know which situation applies to you. Now, 2 more things that change the picture: the income clawback, and something most people overlook. If your individual taxable income is over £35,000 a year, the government takes the payment back. You'll still receive it initially, but HMRC reclaims it, usually through your tax code or self-assessment. Notice the word individual. This is based on each person separately, not combined household income. So in a couple, one partner could stay under the threshold and keep it, while the other has it clawed back. That figure includes your state pension, private pensions, earnings, and savings interest above your allowance. You can also opt out of the payment entirely if you'd rather avoid the clawback. Here's the part we think is most valuable: pension credit. If you're receiving it, you're protected from the clawback entirely, regardless of your other income. It's worth around £3,000 to £4,000 a year on average, and it's a gateway to council tax reductions, help with rent, a free TV license over 75, and more. Hundreds of thousands of pensioners entitled to pension credit never claim it. If your income is low, check whether you qualify before the qualifying week. It could protect your payment and unlock thousands more. A quick bit of fine print. If you live in Scotland, the rules differ. It runs its own version called the pension age winter heating payment. And since these rules keep changing, always confirm the current position through the official government website or the payment centre. So here's what to do this week. If you're already on the state pension and have had this before, relax, just watch for your letter. If you've never claimed before, or deferred your pension, contact the Winter Fuel Payment Centre now. And check your pension credit eligibility immediately. To bring it together, this winter's payment is £200 under 80, or £300 if you're 80 or over. For most pensioners, it's automatic. But if you've never claimed or deferred your pension, you must act, or risk losing it. Eligibility locks in during the 21st to 27th of September. Above £35,000 income, expect a clawback. If your income is low, check pension credit. Quick question for the comments: do you get this automatically, or do you think you'll need to make a claim this year? If this cleared things up, please share it with another pensioner, or someone who looks after an older relative. With that deadline so close, this could put real money back in someone's pocket. And if you found this useful, subscribe to Pension and Benefits Guide. We've got more videos breaking down the rules that actually affect you, in plain English, nothing hidden, nothing skipped. Look after yourselves, and please stay warm this winter.